So the other day I picked up my Azure order. Let's talk about that. Hello family, welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. I am Vicki and you're with Gravy in the Kitchen. So I haven't picked up an Azure order in 8 months. Not because I didn't want to, it's just with Amanda's health and things are going on in North Carolina. I just felt like I couldn't commit to being home on a drop date. So I just haven't placed one that long. But her health is doing better. Thank you, everybody, for all your prayers and concerns for her. I do appreciate it, and I know she does also. But we were able to make an Azure order for February of 2025, and I'm so happy to have the things we got. So what did we get? I did stock up on some cheese this time, because if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know I've been buying cheese from Lidl's, and conventional cheese has a tendency of causing inflammations in my joints. It's a little painful, but not as bad as it was before. So I like getting my bulk cheese from Azure Standard. One, it's a good quality cheese. I can get it in large bricks. I usually just grate everything, put them in serving size with Ziploc bags, and stick them in my freezer. So if I get to that today, that's a plus. If I don't, there's always tomorrow. So the first cheese I got was this mozzarella. Now this is the only cheese that I got that is not organic. It is good quality cheese. The ingredients is pasteurized milk, cheese cultures, salt, and enzymes. That's what you need to make cheese. Anyway, we make mozzarella in our house all the time, and this is a good quality cheese. So this is a 6-pound brick, and it was $27.32, which comes up to $4.55 a pound. Good quality cheese, and we love this on our pizzas. The next cheese I got was this Rumiano Organic Pepper Jack. This is by far my favorite pepper jack cheese on earth. And this is a 5.10-pound brick, and it's $47.67. That's $9.35 a pound. So that's roughly about $4.60 for an 8-ounce, which is what I get from Lidl's. Granted, that's only $2 per 8-ounce. This is a little bit more than $4.50 for 8-ounce, but it's a good quality, very flavorful pepper jack cheese. I love this, and macaroni and cheese. The next one we got is 2 bricks of sharp cheddar cheese. It's a Rumiano Organic Sharp Cheddar Cheese. One brick is 5.13 pounds. The other brick is 5.43 pounds. So 2 of these was $76.50. That comes up to $7.65 per pound. And I love this cheese for making grilled cheese sandwiches, or add it to like a hamburger helper type dinner. You know, the ones we make that is no box needed. I like this cheese. The next cheese we got is new to us. Now, if you've been with my channel for any time, you know we buy Parmesan cheese in the wedges, and they're usually about a half a pound a wedge, and we go ahead and buy the whole case. And then I like shredding it all at once, put them in Ziploc bags, stick them in the freezer in 1 cup increments. That way when I need to make an Alfredo sauce, or if I just need to add Parmesan cheese to a pasta sauce, they're ready to go per recipe. But they also have these brick style, And it's an organic, let's see if I can get it on there, organic Parmesan style cheese. Now, what does it mean by style? It can't be labeled Parmesan cheese because of where it was produced. But they could say it's a Parmesan style cheese because it's just like Parmesan. One brick was 5.14 pounds and the other one was 5.15 pounds. And this was $84.22, which comes up to $8.42 a pound, which is cheaper than those wedges. I'm hoping I like it. I've seen a lot of YouTube channels when they do their Azure haul, they have switched to this Parmesan style cheese and they're loving it. So I'm hoping I'm going to love it because we've committed to over 10 pounds right here. But if we don't like it, we just won't get it again. I will use it before I buy more Parmesan cheese. That is all of the refrigerator items. Now we're going to go to the shelf stables. I bought 2 cases of the Natural Valley organic tomato sauce. They are 15-ounce cans. I have 2 cases. The husband did use one of the tomato sauce last night. I was feeling a little bit under the weather, so he went ahead and made dinner. He made spaghetti with meat sauce, and he added a can of tomato sauce to the jar of pasta sauce. Each case has 12 cans, and they were $22.68 per case, which comes up to $1.89 per can. It's organic. You're going to pay more for that. So I'm okay spending the extra money on organic tomato products and save my money on other things for the pantry. We got a case of the Natural Valley organic diced tomatoes. That's a 14.5-ounce can. A case has 12, and that was $22.25, which comes up to $1.85 a can. Again, it's an organic tomato product. We have some organic mild green chilies. I have a case of those, a case of 12, and they are 4-ounce cans. I like to add this when I'm making a Spanish-style rice. I put this in some other Mexican dishes or Spanish dishes. I like the flavor of the green chilies, and I like the convenience of having them in a can. And that was $18.61 for a case of 12. So that's $1.55 per can. The husband eats a lot of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and we have been out of the good peanut butter for quite some time. I need to start stocking up on our peanut butter. So we have the Once Again creamy peanut butter. It's a 16-ounce jar, and the ingredients: dry roasted Blanche organic peanuts, may contain occasional stems or shell fragments. And that is it. No salt, no hydrated oils or anything. It's peanuts. It does have the oils separated, so you do have to stir it in, but it's a good quality peanut butter. So we got a case of 6 for $37.68. So that comes up to $6.28 for a jar. We have the Crofters Organic Concord Grape Jelly. This is a really good quality jelly. If I'm not making it myself, I prefer to have the organic. And it's just organic Concord grape puree from concentrate, water, organic Concord grape puree concentrate, organic cane sugar, apple pectin, ascorbic acid for vitamin C, and citric acid. That's it. So we got a case of 6, and they're 16.5 ounces each, and that was $27.54. So that comes up to $4.59 a jar. I went ahead and picked up a gallon organic coconut oil. I used 3 oils in my house: olive oil, avocado oil, and coconut oil. That is it. Coconut oil I like to use in baking pies or cakes or something like that if it calls for any kind of oil. I like using it for when I'm pan frying because out of all the oils I use, this is inexpensive oil. So whatever is left over in the pan, I don't mind discarding it. It doesn't break my soul knowing I'm throwing good quality oil in the trash because it's inexpensive. So this gallon was $22.59. If you would buy this in the grocery store, I'm not sure how much it would be. They're usually about a quart-sized jar, so you can do the comparison yourself. But this would be, if I broke it down into quarts, would be $5.64 a quart, which is not too bad. The last shelf stable I got was a case of number 10 cans of diced tomatoes. I use this when I am making homemade pasta sauce, and it's just a Natural Valley organic diced tomatoes. It's the same thing as the small cans, except for it's the big cans. It's 6 pounds and 6 ounces. And between this case of 6 cans with 6 cans of tomato paste, as well as all the herbs and spices and aromatics we put in our sauce, I can get about 19 quarts of pasta sauce I can put on the shelf. The last time we made pasta sauce together, I have 6 quart jars left. So we know we're going to have to be making pasta sauce really soon. I do have a big canning week coming up in a couple months because there's things I need to put back on the shelf as we are eating them. So this will be one of the things we're going to can in April. But this cost $56.18 for a case of 6 number 10 cans that will give me 19 quarts of pasta sauce. I'm going to go ahead and put all of this stuff in the pantry, and then I'll be right back to show you the dry goods we got. So all the pantry staples are in the pantry on the shelf. Thank goodness we've got things on the shelf. We can move forward. So I picked up a 25-pound bag of organic cane sugar. This is by far my favorite sugar on earth. It's organic and it's a cane sugar. It hasn't been processed like store-bought white sugar. I am out and I have been using store-bought sugar for about a month now. So happy to have this in the pantry. I need to put this in my 5-gallon Gamma lid bucket, and I need to fill up my kitchen canister. I know I'm going to have to buy some more soon because I do like having a good amount of sugar on hand for those days that I just want to get in the kitchen and I want to bake something. I picked up 2 50-pound bags of my favorite flour, and it's an Artisan Baker's Craft 100% organic wheat flour. I need to open one. I'm going to open both of these, but I need to put one in my 5-gallon bucket with the Gamma lid. I need to fill up my kitchen ones, and then the rest of it's going to go into Mylar bags so I could have back stock of flour. I bought, I think, a total of 10 5-pound bags of flour from Lidl's. I'm going to keep that as a backup to my backup of flour. I'm not going to get rid of it. We're just going to hold on to it. But this will probably last me about 6 months. And then before that 6 months, I do want to get another one so I could keep the rotation going. So now I need to go ahead and put these in my buckets and in my canisters and go ahead and put the rest of them in Mylar bags. Stick around. We're going to do that together. So this is my sugar 5-gallon bucket, and my sugar canister is empty. So we have the kitchen canister full, and it's about maybe half full in this 5-gallon bucket. Perfect. I always keep a measuring cup in here. Now the flour. So I'm going to fill my canister first. And I just use a small saucepan because I cannot pick up this 50-pound bag. All right, that's full. Oh, Grammy, making a mess. Now I went ahead and put all the leftover flour from the first bag and the whole second bag of flour in Mylar bags, and I am heat sealing them using a standard vacuum sealer. I don't do the vacuum part, I just do the sealing on these Mylar bags. I do 2 sealings on one side, then I'll flip the bag over and do 2 more seals. So far I've had no problem with that. But these are reused Mylar bags from flour from previous times. I'll just reuse them, cut that seal off, reuse them, cut that seal off until I'm unable to use them again. The bags are getting shorter, but I'm still able to get about 5 pounds in each bag. And this is a 1-gallon Mylar bags. They do have zip seals on them, but because it's so much weight going into this bin, I don't trust the zips, but rather give it a good heat seal. So I'm going to have 14 5-pound bags of flour going into this bin. I don't use oxygen absorbers because it's not for long-term storage. It's just to store it until I'm ready to use it. And I still have 4 bags of the Lidl flour. I need to find a place for that. And then we need a grate cheese. So we filled up one of our kitchen canisters. We have a 5-gallon bucket full, plus we have 14 5-pound bags, plus we have this. So we got 120 pounds of flour. That might last us a couple days. What do you think? Perfect. Let me take this to the pantry, and then we'll start on that cheese. Now the reason I transfer my flour into this Mylar bag is I don't have a place to store a 50-pound bag of flour that rodents can't get to it. I'm not saying I have a rodent problem, but I don't want to encourage them into my home. So I transfer it to a Mylar bag, seal it with the heat sealer, and I could put it in that plastic tub with a tight lid, and I don't have to worry about things scratching at the bags. So that is the reason I put mine in Mylar bags, just for storage, short term, not long term. All the cheese has been shredded. Now there are 2 things that I buy that I will not compromise on. One is cheese. I do not buy pre-shredded cheese. I shred it myself. They put an ingredient in shredded cheese called cellulose, which helps it from clumping up, but it also hinders the melting process of that cheese. I will shred my cheese any day of the week before I will buy shredded cheese. So we just got finished shredding all of our cheese. The other thing I don't compromise is organic, grass-fed ground beef. I cannot eat conventional ground beef. It has a smell, a texture to it. I'm not sure. So I only buy organic grass-fed ground beef. But back to the cheese. So we started off with 2 5-pound bricks of Parmesan cheese. I grated them and they're in Ziploc bags, 1 cup measure. So each one of these gallon-sized bag has 8 1-cup measure Ziploc bags. That represents 1 recipe. So that cost me $1.75 per recipe on Parmesan cheese. The next thing we grated was the mozzarella, and I have them in 1.5 pound measure. That's what we need when we make our frozen pizzas. This will make 6 pizzas. We have 4 altogether. So each one of these bags cost $6.83. That is 6 pizzas, so it's $1.14 for mozzarella for each pizza we make at home. The next one we cut up was sharp cheddar cheese. We had 2 bricks. Each one of these Ziploc bags has 5 2-cup measures. One has 4, so that's 19 recipes of 2-cup measures. That comes up to be $3.64 per recipe. The last one we cut up was pepper jack cheese. We have 2 Ziploc bags with 6 2-cup measures in each one of these bags, so that's a total of 12 recipes. And that was $3.97 per recipe on the pepper jack cheese. I'd rather get a good quality cheese, shred it myself, that way it doesn't have any additives in it. Cheese freezes and thaws beautiful. So I'm going to put all of this in the freezer, and then when I need it, I'll just take it out. I can actually use it frozen because it's already been shredded. It'll break up real easy. Or I could put it in the refrigerator and let it thaw, and then I can use it that way. I will use the cheese to make grilled cheese sandwiches. It doesn't have to be sliced. We'll use shredded. Macaroni and cheese. The Parmesan cheese we can use in any Italian dish, or Alfredo, or chicken Parmesan. Mozzarella is going to be great for our pizzas because we need to make some more pizzas real soon. So everything that needs to go on the shelf has been put on the shelf. The flour and the sugar has been put away in its bins. Everything is back into the pantry. But my total for this order, now understand, this is more than a month. I am trying to get an Azure order about every 3 months. I want to see how long this cheese lasts. I know it's going to last more than 3 months. I know the Parmesan, did you see that? I know the Parmesan's going to last more than 3 months. That's probably actually about 6 months worth of Parmesan. The sharp cheddar cheese will probably last me a good 6 months. Pepper jack, maybe more than 3 months. Mozzarella, I have 4 recipes to make 6 pizzas. And we go through about 6 pizzas about every 2 to 3 weeks. So that's, we'll say 2, 4, 6, 8. That's about 2 months right there. So I probably will need to order mozzarella definitely the next time. The rest of the cheese, probably not. Tomato products, we should be okay. Flour and sugar, we should be okay. We'll see how far we dipped into those. Decide if we need to order more in 3 months. But my total for this Azure order was $591.19. I have to pay shipping because I am on the East Coast. They are coming from the West Coast. And my shipping at 8.5% is $50.25. That's paying the truck for the gas, the person, and all the things to get my food to me. So my total was $641.44. Now, if everything I have will last more than 3 months, then we're looking about $200 a month. And I don't think that is bad. I know we still need to buy our protein. We still need to buy the fresh vegetables as we need it. Things of that sort. But at least we have our pantry items and we have our cheese. And we can concentrate on the things that we don't have, such as protein, fresh fruits or vegetables, and other things that we could need or use in our home. So that is it for the Azure order. Down below is going to be a link. If you want to go check to see if Azure will fit you and your family and your household needs, use that link. And if you purchase something from Azure within, I think it's 90 days, so 3 months, and you spent $100 or more, I am gifted $25 from Azure. I get a $25 credit that I can use for a future order. It does not cost you a penny. And when you become a member of Azure, you are also given a personal link. And if anybody that uses your link and purchase something from Azure, you're also gifted $25 to purchase from them on a future order. So if you are not already a member of Azure and you're thinking about joining them to get good quality food, organic, non-GMO, no questions asked ingredients in their products, please give them a try. And if you do and you use my link, I want to say thank you. I do appreciate it. But if you're already a member and you're already getting Azure Standard, congratulations. I hope it is working out for you as well as it's working out for me. So if you don't mind, give this video a thumbs up. While you're at it, go ahead and subscribe. I would absolutely love to have you part of the Grammy family. In this kitchen, we try to buy things in bulk, fill a pantry, fill our freezers, have food security, food insurance. So when something happens, whether it's a family member that needs help, or if you or your husband or wife become ill and unable to work, if things kind of go crazy in the real world, at least we know we have food and we have the ingredients that we can make a healthy, delicious, nutrient-dense meal to feed our family. And we don't have to be scared of what could be. So until next time, y'all have a blessed day. Bye, family. Okay, cheese. Let's find you a home.